Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Late night shows in a big screen glow. Popcorn's popping, let the credits roll. Debated plots, who's wrong, who's right. Neither backs down without a fight. We'll argue till the sun comes up, but deep down we know what's up. Through every word, through every scene, you're just like me, it's in our genes. Like father, like daughter, it's written in stone. Two stubborn hearts, but we're never alone. Laughing, fighting, loving the ride. At the end of the day, we stand side by side, by side. Sunday dinner, plate stacked high, debating best bites, which sauce to try. You love the heat, I take it mild. Same old story, same old style. We'll argue till the sun comes up, but deep down we know what's up. Through every word, through every scene, you're just like me, it's in our genes. Like father, like daughter, it's written in stone. Two stubborn hearts, but we're never alone.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Daughter. It's been a while. We are broadcasting live from our vacation VRBO in Michigan. We are live from the AKC Andrew Downs Marketing Studios, and of course, obviously primary sponsors by Revelton Distilling Company and Dan Douglas at Beret Realty. It has been a while. I think our last episode was, let's look at the date. March 10th.
With Sarah.
It was March 10th. But this is going to be much more prevalent now because
I'm moving home.
Jesus, pray for me.
Isn't he so lucky?
Yeah. Okay. Give me some of that Flat River wine.
Oh, just what you need after
Right.
yesterday.
We'll get to that. Yeah, so it's been, Caitlyn's been teaching obviously in school and things like that. So, but
I finally have recovered from the school year. It only took till mid-July.
There you go. And on vacation.
That's right.
So yeah, going forward, we're going to start having more regular episodes, which I'm sure Mom will love, because then she won't listen to us bitching. We'll be in the basement and doing it instead of at the kitchen table. So she'll be super excited for that. But yeah, we are on vacation. We left last weekend. We've hit some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about a little bit of vacation today and what we've done, what we've been doing. We're going to talk a little bit about a movie we watched.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little movie review. So super excited about that. And then we're going to talk about past vacations. We're going to get Caitlyn's kind of, I would say, memories and see what she thinks of some of our past vacations.
And see how he misremembers it.
Yes, and see how I misremember it. Yeah, well, I can't imagine why I would do that. So. But let's go ahead and start off with this vacation that we're on. So we left Saturday, piled into the car, you, me, Mom, Josh, and Jordan. And first stop was the Indiana dunes.
Yeah.
And we went to the national park there. We went to West Beach and spent the night in a hotel.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't bad though. That hotel wasn't bad.
It wasn't. No, the hotel was nice. It's, it's
all of us packed in.
Yeah, all of us packed into a room is always an adventure.
Yeah. We're getting to, I just realized that I misspelled vacations on the title. Vactions. I'll have to go back and fix that. I don't know why anybody.
Then why do you not let me? I am a teacher. Why don't you let me?
Because you were laying down in the bed when I said I went in there. Are you ready to go? Yes. But we went to dinner at where? Where did we go to dinner at?
What day?
That first night at the hotel.
Oh, we went to Quaker Steak and Lube.
Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yes, that was
we were super excited because we went and ate there, I think a couple times when we were in Omaha.
Yeah, I
That
think
was-
twice. I think when we went to the Omaha Zoo when we were kids, and
That was one of the first, I think, like, not full vacations because we went to Illinois that first vacation we went to all together, but that was one of the trips that we went and took when we had all of us with Tyler and the boys and
stayed with Grandpa.
Stayed with Grandpa that night. So you probably don't remember this, but that night that we stayed at Grandpa's was the night of the famous Iowa State upset of Oklahoma State. They were ranked. Oklahoma State was ranked 2. It was on a Thursday night, I think. It was a Thursday night ESPN game.
Yeah.
And Jeff Woody scored the winning touchdown in overtime to beat the number 2 team in the country at Jack Trice. That it completely they overtook the stadium and whatever else.
I do remember it being a cold trip to the Omaha Zoo.
Yeah, and I remember Mark Miller, who goes to our church, had offered us tickets to that game, and we didn't go because we obviously were going to take you guys to the zoo. So I blame you guys for not being able to stay there.
Yeah,
It's all your fault.
it always is.
And Mom, quickly reminded me, she's like, yeah, but it was really fucking cold. So,
It was cold, and there's pictures of us in Omaha, and we're all in our winter coats going around the zoo. But hey, it wasn't a busy day, so we got access to everything.
But that was the first place. That was the first time we'd ever tried a Quaker steak and loop.
Yeah, that was
In
good.
Council Bluffs.
That was so good.
So a little bit of a circle back there, but then when we got done at the dunes, Mom was like, hey, we're only like an hour out of the way. We could go to South Bend and go look at Notre Dame.
Yeah, she thought she would have to convince you to do that, and you were all for it.
I was all for it.
You said you had me at South.
Yeah. So we took a detour on the way to our VRBO and went to South Bend, Indiana. And I took the kids and Stacy. I had been there before.
You would think you're an alumni with how much you knew about the campus.
Right? So let's see. Let me look. Ron Paulus played for Notre Dame versus Navy.
They played the Navy?
They played Navy, yep.
Like the actual Navy?
Yes.
They have a football team?
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Let's see. That game was.
Type in year.
I don't. That's just it. I don't remember.
No, but if you type in year, then it'll pull up the year.
Let's see. Well, I know it wasn't this. I know it wasn't that game.
Well, anyway, while he's looking for that, we went all
talking.
over Notre Dame, and he took us all, and everywhere we went, he would go, hey, that's that scene from Ruby. Oh,
Ruby. It was Rudy, for God's sake.
I've had 3 sips of my Flat River Brewing.
This was the. No, that was the. The away game.
Anyway, everywhere we went, he'd be like, "Oh, there's the lake where Rudy got his acceptance letter in. Oh, this is the grotto that he would pray at. And oh, look, here's Touchdown Jesus." Everything was a Rudy reference. And then, when we'll talk more about it later, when we watch the movie, he'd point out, we saw that. That's where we went. It was a good time. And I was like, man, you think I could have gotten into Notre Dame? He said, I don't think it really matters because we wouldn't have paid for it.
There you go. There you go. November 4th, 1995.
Oh, so 4 years before I was born.
Yeah. Ron Paulus got hurt.
You went to Notre Dame when Tyler was an infant?
I did. Yes.
Did you take Tyler?
No.
No.
Anyway, so that was the second time that I had been on campus. Now, my memory is a little foggy. Everything's changed there. That was 30 years ago that I was there in 1995. So
how's that feel?
It was a long time. But we went to first of all, we went to the bookstore, which I didn't get to go to. And shout out to Sean Roberts. I texted him while I was there, and he's like, "Dude, that place is massive." And I was like, "Yeah, like they have."
We spent quite a bit of
20
time in the bookstore.
They literally have like 20 checkout lines there.
Yeah.
That he said.
They even have a self-checkout line.
Yeah. But instantly I saw that they were selling football jerseys at 50% off. So I scored me a Notre Dame football jersey. I'm a Cyclone through and through, but Notre Dame was my team before I went to Iowa State, and shortly after, I was a big Notre Dame fan.
I mean, when I was a kid, you used to have the Notre Dame fight song on your iPod, and I used to know all the words to it.
I did.
I knew all the
did.
words to
Yeah.
the Notre Dame fight song before I knew all the words to the Iowa State fight song. So,
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I think it's a true testament that you've been a fan for a long time. And
I
then, of
have.
course, I had to jump on the bandwagon. So, you know, I got some a really neat skirt and a cool top, and I'm really digging this old Irishman
Right? I
logo.
know.
It's
It's
pretty
super
sick.
cool.
I'm a sucker for vintage logos. So
It's super cool. So we went, and I spent way too much money in the bookstore.
didn't we all?
I think I bought a jersey, a t-shirt, and a hat. And then later in the vacation, I told Mom, I go, I don't need to buy anything else for me like I spent.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I bought a sweatshirt at the thrift store. But
Yes.
that's it.
And
I mean, I'm big.
we bought some stuff at the distillery too,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh,
we
yeah.
split it. We
Yeah.
split
Oh,
it.
yeah, Mom's over there going, you did? Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Not
went
at
to
the one we
distill-
went to. Not this one.
That's a brewery.
Yeah.
There's your difference.
You bought a shirt at Traverse City.
And
Oh,
you
I did
bought
buy a shirt at Traverse City. That's right. So that's right. I may have broken my word. So so then we walked around. We went and saw the cathedral, which was really cool.
Oh yeah, the cathedral was beautiful.
yeah, it was
we got
beautiful
some
in there.
really cool pictures in there.
Yeah.
We all did the touchdown Jesus.
Yep. I went to the grotto. Saw the grotto.
Yeah,
we
the grotto was beautiful.
lit some candles for some friends of ours, and for my sister-in-law Julie and my friend Ryan, and we did some praying for them at the grotto, which was super cool. And then then we went and saw Touchdown Jesus and got our pictures taken in front of Touchdown Jesus,
Yeah.
and then
It's
kind of saw the
basically
stadium.
like we went to mass.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we're good.
100%. Right. So then we ended up hopping in the car and coming to our VRBO, and got here
Yeah.
that evening, and have been ever since. So
Yeah.
it's been a good time. We
Let's
We-
see, that first day, I think we stayed obviously the rest of the night. And then that first day we were here, I think we just stayed here at the Airbnb and just hung out. And
did we? I can't remember.
yeah, because you and I went and did we did some swimming in the pond and
That's right.
hung out
That
on
was
the
first
raft.
day. That
Yeah,
was the
we
first day.
decided we had driven enough.
Oh,
and
that's
so-
right. Because we had swam out. So we have this pond that has a deck out there, and we swam out on the pond. And it reminded me of, on an episode of Billy and Willie's Workshop, we were talking about Creepshow. And if you guys have ever seen the show, I can't play the clip because the last time I played it, I got flagged. So I can't play the clip.
But
Go
look up
look
what's it called?
Creepshow
The
blog. Your blob. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a
and-
good jump scare out of Mom when we watched
we
it
did.
here.
Yeah. So then we swam out on the dock, and then we sat in the hot tub. We used every
Yeah, we
every
did.
piece of
We even blew up the projector
put the
and
projector screen out and
watched
watched
the movie.
dodgeball that
Yeah, that was a
night
good
out
one.
there. Oh yeah, we have a new
we have a
new
vacation cat.
cat. We have a vacation cat. It's a tiny little cat that just showed up the day we got here. Mom named it Kiki Rodriguez,
Yes.
which is kind of like Chi Rodriguez, who is the golfer. Do you have any idea who that
No
is, Caitlin?
idea. No idea.
Oh my gosh, we have to bring that up. All right.
Because I'm such a huge golfer.
Chi Rodriguez he was famous for his putting celebration, where he would putt and then act like it was a sword. So let's turn the music down so I don't get flagged here.
That's right.
And let's share our screen. Chi Rodriguez was very famous for his little sword dance after he would make a putt. Watch this. So it goes in, and watch. Then he does this. He puts it in there. He pulls it out. Little fencing, and then back in. so that was kind of fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Kiki, we bought food
Yeah.
for the cat.
Well, that was Josh's idea. Josh was like, "We got to feed him," and you're like, "Yeah," And then you wonder what this cat does when other people aren't here. And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure that cat's not starved."
Yeah. No, he came and sat on mine and Mom's lap around the fire when we watched the movie, and
Yep.
yeah, it was good. And then we went to Traverse City, right?
So the next morning we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep, which was a nice beach area.
You know what? And then we went to in there was the Glenwood. Was it Glenwood? I can't remember. I wrote it in the sand.
Glen Harbor.
Glen Haven.
Glen Haven. Yeah, we went to the Glen Haven beach, and I'm telling you, it was the clearest water I'd ever seen. You know, you'd be shoulder deep in this water, and you could still see your feet and the bottom of the lake very clearly. I was like, I never think I'd be able to see water this clear without ever having to leave the country. It was beautiful, and
I'll bring up some photos, not
totally
the ones that we took,
recommend.
but I've got some photos here that kind of show how pretty clear it is. And wow, this is a good one right here. It was the clearest water we've seen.
I was surprised it was a lake. It was cold. It was a little chilly.
It was colder than when we were at the dunes parks
in Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah, we went to a couple beaches there, and it was way colder. But look how clear blue that water is at Glen Haven.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you could see right through all the way to your feet, even all the way out. You could see.
Well, and it's crazy when we were at the dunes. You know, we were still on the same lake. And it's crazy how different one side of the lake is from the other.
Yeah. So it reminded me a little bit of I was telling Mom, it reminded me a little bit of the town that they kind of framed the movie Jaws around.
Oh yeah.
You know, with the big tall weeds coming through the sand and that's what it kind of reminded me of a little bit. So but
it was beautiful. And then we went to Traverse City.
Then we went to Traverse City and did some shopping and met around there, and then we that's where we hit the first distillery. Yeah. So I mean, shout out Revelton is our homies and our favorite. But even Rob would say, hey, you got to go visit, the local, got to go support the local distilleries and things like that. So
I didn't know that Michigan was known for their cherries. So it was really neat getting to try their like cherry whiskey and cherry vodka,
which we bought.
And their Chipotle vodka.
Yes. I wanted the vanilla bean vodka, but I got overruled. So.
You know, that one was good with the cream soda, but the Chipotle vodka would make good for like lemonade
margaritas,
and Bloody Marys.
Yeah, Bloody Marys, yeah. So which I'm not drinking Bloody Mary. Those things are
really more for me.
So then we did that, and then that was a long day too. I think we got home late.
We did get home late.
We went to Bubba's and got burgers.
That was good. You know what? And that was a good time because I got to have a beer with Jordan, and we were just being goofy, walking around downtown Traverse shopping centers, and they got great souvenir shops, which is right up Josh's alley. And and then we went to their cherry store and tried their cherry barbecue sauce, their cherry hot honey, their dried cherries, their chocolate covered cherries. Oh man, I was like, we could just walk around here for a few hours and get full.
It was
we don't have to buy a jar. We can.
Right? I know, it was like Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time. So then we came home, and then yesterday we went to. So that was, let's see, what was that? That was Monday.
I don't know. I lose track. It's vacation time.
Sunday night we got here. Monday we
hung out. Tuesday we
went to Traverse City.
And then yesterday
we went to Greenville. That's when we went. We woke up a little late, slept in a little bit.
Yeah.
We went to Greenville, which is about 30 miles south of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we went, and we found I found this cool little store called Liquidation.
Oh yeah.
And it was literally just they had bought like pallets of stuff that was either returned or they
overstock or
dead stock, things like that.
It was really neat.
And it totally reminded me of Grandpa. Grandpa used to have a store like that. And, well, the computer store was basically that, right? We would buy overages, and we would buy returns from like Home Shopping Network and other places. And then back then you would get people would get emails now, but we would get faxes from companies that had all this overstock stuff, and Dad would just contact them and order overstock pallets of whatever. I remember at one point we were buying Sears return stuff that was computer. No, this is God's honest truth. We were buying Sears return stuff, and it was computers. And we would get like 2 or 3 pallets in, and I think Dad would maybe pay $2,000, right, for like 3 pallets. Well, you sell 4 computers off that. Yeah. You got your money back.
Yeah.
And we were pulling computers and monitors off of it. You never knew what you got. you
Yeah.
know. And within 3 or 4 PCs, you had your money back. And that was like Christmas, man. You'd be like, oh my God, this is like a 486 DX. Like at that
Yeah,
time, it
it's
was like
kind of,
super,
you know what's really crazy is like it's super popular now where all these influencers will buy these Amazon mystery boxes that are full of Amazon returns or pallets like that. And it's like a treasure hunt. Like what, you make your money back on it. And I just thought it was really neat. There were so many things that we said like, well, if we were closer to home, we could get this. This is a good price on it, but we don't have the room to carry it back.
Had like super great prices on like some Blackstone stuff.
And Milwaukee, they had like a
bunch of
whole
Milwaukee tools.
two aisles full of Milwaukee tools that
I ended up buying that battery pack booster for the ambulance that I've been wanting to get. So that was But anyways, it was the more along the lines was just reminded me a lot of Grandpa and my dad. It was kind of a nice little nostalgia thing. And then went down and had lunch next to the park and the river. And then you and I visited Flat River Brewing Company. Well, first of all, let's go back. We did go to we went to Traverse City.
Grand Traverse
Distillery.
That's where we went when we were in Traverse City.
So we tried some samples there, and then we bought some cherry whiskey and some cherry vodka.
And the
Chipotle vodka. And we're going to make some videos maybe tomorrow and Saturday with our smoke machine we're going to do some Revelton, and we'll do some other stuff and play around with that. But and then so yesterday Josh wanted to go to Meijer, which is the place that's around here. I love him because I was thinking about this today. Like, you like to go to the beach and do that type of stuff. I like to go and kind of go to historical things and breweries and distilleries. Mom, his big thing is, wanting to go to these national parks and state parks or whatever. And Josh loves to go shopping, right? Like, and that's fine.
Not even shopping. He loves to go window shopping.
Yeah.
And he just likes to see what there is.
And Jordan, I feel like just kind of goes with the flow, but this vacation has been for everybody. Like, everybody's got to do that. And Josh wanted to go to Meijer, and I was like, whatever, dude. Like,
well, let's back up because the rule became, because Josh wanted to go to a few places, and you're like, and Mom and you were like, listen, if it's not in Iowa, like,
that's true. That's right.
Like, we have it in Iowa.
Going to another Target.
So then he's like, let's go to Meijer, and you guys are like, it's a grocery store, and he said, well, it's not in Iowa, and you're like, well,
he got me there.
You got me there. So
yeah, and it was a deal where he was like, well, then he wanted to go to a 7-Eleven, and we were like, we're not going to a 7-Eleven. Like, let's go a little higher than a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
But so then we went to
the Flat River.
We went to Flat River Brewing. So Mom and the boys went to Meijer to get some groceries.
Having the cider from them right now.
And we went to Flat River, and it was fun.
It was fun.
It was the guy there that ran it was super cool. He was super nice. Apparently they have this. Is it the Hidden Quarter or something?
Yeah, so I read a sign up there. It was like the hidden beer token. And if you could find it, you could get a free drink. But here's the thing. I wasn't going to get up out of my seat. We were the only ones in there. So I was like, if it's not in our sight line, then it's too much work.
God knows.
Maybe if it was like an 8 o'clock on a Saturday night and I'm out with my friends, like, yes, we would be on the hunt for that. Yeah. But like, we were just chilling and having a good time. But I tried a few of their ciders. I got their grape cider. It's very good.
I got a sour. I ended up getting their peach freak.
Yeah, their peach freak sour was really good. Although I don't.
Full disclosure, I had the first one, and I drank it pretty quick.
You did.
And I wasn't sure how Mom was going to be.
You know what?
He asked if I wanted another. What?
You know what? I was thinking. Well, you finished your story, and then.
And I was like, okay, I'll have another. And then about halfway through it, I was like, I probably shouldn't have got this. But I powered through and I drank it. Go ahead. Now
and then we got home and he was just like in the recliner, sweat.
Well, I'm going to get to that. Yes. So, well, first of all, just so we're clear, I let Mom drive.
Yes, 100%. Practice safe drinking. It's practice
but
safe
I
drinking.
I'm sorry, Mom. What, Mom?
I was already in the driver's seat. So.
Yeah, she was already in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and that's why you decided to get a second one. You're like, well, Mom can drive home.
Yeah. But listen, I don't drink a lot of beer to begin with because it's carbonated, and all jokes aside, after cancer, a lot of carbonation stuff or whatever, unless I let it breathe in a glass, I can't drink a lot. So that's why I don't drink a lot of beer. I drink more spirits. Well,
and here's what I think
it also had a lot of sugar.
He was giving you free samples. Like we tried their blueberry milk stout and
Yeah,
we
that
were
was not
mixing
good.
that. I liked it. It kind
wasn't-
of had
yeah,
like an
but let's not
espresso
get
taste.
crazy. It wasn't like it was a big glass.
It's well,
It
no,
was-
I know. But I'm saying like you
Yeah.
were, when you were feeling sick later that night.
I didn't even feel sick. I didn't even feel sick.
Really?
I did not. No, it was when I have too much sugar, I get this thing called dumping syndrome. It's basically my intestines can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally get the cramps and have to go to the bathroom really bad, or I get extremely tired.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what was last night. Was I just laid on the couch and I was just tired. And
Yeah.
then I just started to sweat, and I was hot,
Mm-hmm.
but I was sweating profusely,
Yeah.
and it was cold sweat. And, full disclosure, Mom was a little worried, and I just kept saying, I was like, I'm fine. Like, I know what this is. I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to go lay under a fan and just go lay down.
Yeah.
And then I laid down, and then I ate, and then I went and laid down a little bit more. And then at that point, you guys came in from the hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you guys laid on the couch, and I was wide awake.
Yeah.
And so the trade-off is that Mom got her feet rubbed till 11:30. So
Yeah.
she fell asleep, but I got to rub her feet till about 11:30. So
Yeah.
full disclosure, that's how that worked.
Mhm.
So that's kind of where we're at. And then we went to Bay City today
Bay City today.
and hit a couple parks, did some nice walks. That was fun. And then went to this place called Frankenmuir, which is like a Bavarian shopping center. And it was a blast. We had a good time. Full disclosure, I had ice cream. I had too much sugar again. Yes, I had to stop at the gas station on the way home.
That dumping syndrome, man.
It was,
but that ice cream was good. I got a lemon cheesecake bar, so it had like
Yeah.
lemon cheesecake and graham cracker
was
crust in
good.
it. It was delicious.
It was good. So that's kind of been the vacation so far.
Yeah.
So what I thought we'd do is, again, shout out to Rashawn Roberts. I told him, I said, I'm going to make them watch Rudy now that we went to see Notre Dame. So, because Caitlyn had never seen it. I think Mom had seen it maybe one time.
Yeah.
The boys were not interested.
Well, they came in at the end when it got excited.
That's right.
That's what matters.
But so let's take a break. Let's get a word from our sponsors, Revelton Distilling Company, Beret Realty. And then when we come back, let's talk Rudy. And I want to get your thoughts on the movie and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get a word from our sponsors.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa born, Iowa aged, Iowa bottled. Try the new single barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, or if it's simply time to renovate the one you're already living in, you need an experienced mortgage professional to help you analyze your financing options and to make sure the closing goes smoothly. And that's exactly what you get when you call Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. Kyle's experience and expertise, coupled with Wintrust's rates and programs, ensures you'll get the mortgage that's right for you. You may even qualify for down payment assistance. Before you reach out to a realtor, call Kyle and get pre-qualified, empowering you to start shopping for the home of your dreams. Call Kyle at 515-473-0546. Kyle Lehman, Wintrust Mortgage, 515-473-0546. In 2023, a crack Green Beret named Dan Douglas retired his military command and promptly escaped to a full-time career in real estate. Today, this man is wanted by home buyers and sellers who want to survive the process without spending a fortune. If you have a home to sell or want to buy one, maybe you can hire Dan Douglas at Green Beret Realty. You can find him at greenberetrealty.com. GreenBeretRealty.com.
All right, and we're back with another episode of Like Father, Like Daughter, live from Michigan, the AKC Andrew Downs Marketing Studios on the road. And of course, shout out to our sponsors, Kyle Lehman, Revelton Distilling, and Kyle Lehman. So we went to South Bend, and yeah, to your point, I was like, oh, this is where they filmed this part of the movie, and this is where they filmed this part of the movie, and things like that. So we decided to watch Rudy when we got home. Yeah. So the joke online is, and I've told you about Sean Roberts, he's a big Notre Dame fan. I co-hosted with him on the morning show at KXNO. I know he does Off the Bench in the afternoon on KXNO. Is a big Notre Dame fan, and Rudy is like his absolute favorite movie. And we tease him all the time that Rudy is fake and the whole movie's fake. But full disclosure, when I was a big Notre Dame fan at the time, whatever, that was like one of my favorite movies.
It was a good movie.
The music gets me pumped. It's so good. It's so good. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on. Well, first of all, for the people who haven't seen it, this is kind of a movie podcast thing. Yeah. You got 60 seconds.
I'm gonna give you a synopsis.
Give us a synopsis of the movie.
All right. It's about a man who he started out as a boy, always wanted to go play Notre Dame football, and was always told by the people in his town, including his brothers and his family, his mom and dad, that that we're not college people. Like, you're not going to Notre Dame. Like, and so he. When he graduates high school, he really wants to go, but he just can't. And then he starts working in a steel mill with his family and best friend. And then
it's basically his whole family works there.
Yeah,
like, so that's what you do if you live in that town.
And not to spoil it too much, I mean, the movie is how old is this movie?
It's
like 30 years old.
It's 30 years old.
So can I give some spoilers?
Go ahead.
Well, his best friend dies in the mill, and
not true. Go ahead.
And he decides, his best friend had said to him, like, you just got to do it. You just got to go live your life. And so he moves to South Bend and does everything he can to try to get into Notre Dame and to get on that football team. And nobody, throughout the entire movie, nobody has really any faith in him, especially his family. I mean, some of the friends he meets along the way, and they believe in him, but it just becomes this unobtainable goal that he ends up being able to obtain, and walks onto the football team. And there's this really cool part, and I don't know how real it is, but
we'll get to what's real.
So, but in the end, he's at his final game as a senior. He hasn't played on the team. He's the hardest worker on the team in the movie. And everyone starts chanting Rudy, Rudy in the stadium. And when you see his parents, and when they realize that they're chanting his name, it all becomes like real for them. And it was just such a great, heartwarming movie. I thought Sean Astin was so cute in that movie. He was. How many times did I say how cute Sean Astin in that movie?
Ridiculously cute.
It was. What can I say? But you know what? I think when I was a kid, well, I do, but I'm not going to date Sean Astin now.
He's not good looking at all.
But I'm a huge fan of him, and there was Jon Favreau was in the movie, and Vince Vaughn. It was really nice to see. It was a really good movie.
So the funny part about watching it the other night is I had said when we were on the campus, and we were walking by the lake, and I said, "Oh, this is where the scene's filmed where he opens a letter and gets accepted."
So every time in the movie when he gets the letter, Mom and I would go to the lake, Rudy. You gotta go. And he would open it in the hallway or open it right by the mailbox. And we're like, he's not going to get in. He's, Dad already spoiled it for us. We know it's when he's sitting by the lake. He's sitting by the lake. We're like, go to the lake, Rudy. Go.
I totally forgot about the scene though where he prays at the grotto.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, no, it was you need a good
full disclosure, I didn't know that grotto was actually on the camp. I didn't know that was even there. Mom figured that out when she was reading up on it. So
it was just such a heartwarming movie. And then when you were telling me parts that were fake, I was like, why are you gonna ruin it for me? So
let's go ruin the movie for you.
Yeah.
All right. So Coach Dan Devine.
Which one
Coach
was
at the
him?
end.
The coach at the end. Yeah.
The movie portrays Coach Devine as a strict, unsympathetic figure who initially stands in Rudy's way. In reality, Devine was actually supportive of Rudy and even suggested putting him in the game. The movie's villainous portrayal was partly to create more drama and partly because Devine himself suggested it to help get the film made.
Yeah, and
So
I think
Coach Devine
but I
even-
think it also helped add to the storyline. Like nobody believes in Rudy. So
The character of Frank, his brother Frank, is
Yeah.
actually a fictional character
oh,
who serves as a symbol of all the people that discouraged Rudy over the years. Rudy, in reality, was the oldest of the 14 kids.
wow, 14. They were a
Yeah.
strong Catholic
They were a
family,
Catholic
weren't they?
family. They were popping some
And
kids
what's
out.
interesting about that is, at the end of the movie, they went on to say that many of his brothers ended up going to college after that because Rudy did.
Rudy's past. The movie glosses over Rudy's time in the Navy and his use of the GI Bill to pay for his education.
Yeah, they didn't mention that at all.
In
the
reality,
movie.
Rudy served in the Navy and used his GI benefits to help fund his studies at Notre Dame.
Did he go to
Which I
Holy
wondered
Cross
about
for real?
that. Yes, he
Oh,
did.
he did.
Which did it did gloss over that, and I did wonder a couple times as I watched this, like, how is he paying for this? Surely he's not making enough being a groundskeeper with that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The jersey scene where they're laying all the jerseys down. The dramatic scene where players lay their jerseys on Coach Devine's desk to convince him to let players is not accurate. While some players did speak to the coaching staff about Rudy, the scene is dramatized.
Okay, well, why they got to ruin it for me? Because I was definitely crying during that
Okay,
scene
well-
because it was so heartwarming.
It gets even worse. The crowd chanting. While the crowd did chant Rudy's name after he got a sack, it wasn't as dramatic or widespread as depicted in the film, according to Joe Montana.
I think Joe Montana's just jealous
Do you know
that
who
he
Joe
didn't get a
Montana is?
movie made about him.
Do you know who Joe Montana is?
I know that he's like an NFL player
Yeah.
or was.
He was the greatest Notre Dame quarterback, and
Okay,
before
But
Tom Brady.
here's
considered the
what
greatest
I'm
quarterback
saying
in the
though.
NFL.
Here's what I'm saying though. I think Joe Montana was just maybe a little jealous, and Joe Montana, you can come at me. I think you may be a little jealous that Rudy got a movie made about him and you didn't.
The scene where Rudy is carried off the field by his teammates is also exaggerated. Montana stated it
I don't
was more of
trust
a playful
Montana.
gesture of some players.
I'm just a jealous Joe. I want to hear it from, and a playful
You want-
gesture. I want to hear from other people. Joe Montana is lying.
All right, so Joe
I
Montana.
don't know John. I almost called him John Montana.
John Montana.
See,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start
John
misnaming
Montana.
him.
You don't even know what the hell you're talking
You know
about.
what? I'm just gonna start. Who likes Joe Montana anyway?
Right?
The only Montana we respect in this household is Hannah Montana.
Oh my God.
Joe, come at me.
I'm totally cutting that part for Sean Roberts. He's gonna love that. All right. So yeah, so we watched the movie. It was pretty good.
Oh, it was such a good movie. I totally recommend if you haven't seen it. I know I spoiled a lot of it, or if you just haven't watched it in a while,
There you
go
go.
watch it again because it's a good uplifting movie. It's probably gonna be a new comfort movie for me.
Okay. 2 quick segments real quick here. We are going to we're going to talk about what's the best thing that we've eaten so far on the trip.
Gosh, probably the burger I had at Bubba's. It was a pretzel bun burger with bacon on it, and it was smothered in beer cheese. Oh, it was so good. Dipped my fries in it. It was really good.
Yeah. Mine is this is not placating, and it's not because she's sitting in the room. It was actually this morning's breakfast casserole.
Oh, I wasn't up for that. I wasn't awake for that. We had breakfast casserole?
Yeah.
Nobody
Mom
woke
got-
me up? You can wake me up for breakfast.
Shut up.
Listen, I'll never get mad at you for waking me up to say that there's food.
Okay, that's fair. Yes, Mom got up and made breakfast casserole, and it's my favorite thing that she makes for breakfast. I
It's
love
mine
it.
too, but I didn't get any.
Well, you should have got up.
Was there extra?
There's a whole half a pan left.
Oh, sweet. I'll have some tomorrow morning.
If
you
you get
get
up early enough,
What, Mom?
if she gets up early.
That's what I just said. If she gets up in time, that's right.
Listen, I try.
All right. This is Caitlyn's chance to roast me a little bit here on this next segment, where you can call something funny out or very on brand that I did during vacation. So what's a total dad move that I pulled on vacation?
Gosh, I don't know. I feel like they're just so natural. Like, I think when we got in the car, I think it was today. We got in the car. We're not even 20 minutes down the road, and one of the boys was like, "Can we stop at a gas station?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" We just left the house. Like, and then when we went to the beach in Gulf Shores, I covered you in sand and made you the mermaid from Friends, like Joey when he got buried in sand. And then we did it again this year. And you take it like a champ. You do.
And I will say that I do recognize that I have to work better at the bathroom thing. I will always remember when we went to the Williams Syndrome conference, the first conference we went to in Chicago, and I think it was the nephrologist that we talked to said to the entire class, or to the entire people, he was like, Jake Moore's what was the grass parking lots costing? Dude, don't get me fucking started on Iowa State raising the fucking prices on grass lots to $40. That's bullshit. They're pretty soon going to price me out, man. I'm more concerned that the ambulance still fits, like, because they said no box trucks or RVs or short buses. Now
we're neither of those.
That's right. Somebody's pointed out, said if it's on a Ford F-350 chassis, which ours is, that's technically a truck chassis. So I think I'm good. Jake, I don't know, maybe it might have been $40 back in 1996 when I went.
Yeah.
So God knows what that is now with inflation and Trump economies and whatever else we got going on. So I have no idea. But anyways, we were listening to this nephrologist talk. And he said, raise your hand if you had to stop multiple times on it, if you drove to Chicago and you stopped multiple times. So we all were, a lot of people raised their hand. And he's like, well, now I'm going to tell you the medical reason why. And after that, I looked at Mom and I go, man, I feel like an ass.
Okay, but when we're 20 minutes from the house, I get it, like a half hour or every hour. No, I understand.
You don't, because you weren't at the talk.
No, I've heard the talk many times. We're allowed to be frustrated, but that doesn't mean that we're necessarily taking the frustration out on them.
No, but I need to do a better job of making sure that I'm not frustrated at them and it's not their fault. So, and in their defense, we were driving home today and I really had to use the bathroom, and I would thank God that Josh was like, I got to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I got to go too. So, oh my gosh. All right, we're going to get wrapped up here. It's kind of a short little episode and get finished up because it's time to go to the hot tub. So it's dark out, and I'm
gonna do some night fishing.
So, that sounds terrible.
The fish keep eating the worms.
Jake said Sean Roberts isn't cheap for his fandom, so I'm assuming parking fees are regulatory pricing. Probably. I mean, he's got that new program director money. He's rolling in the dough at KXNO there now. Unfortunately, he's got a new baby coming, so there you can see where that's going to go. All of that new baby. So we've had a busy.
Did you say unfortunately he's got a new baby coming?
No, I said fortunately he does. Unfortunately, that's where his extra
rewind the clip.
That's not what I said.
I'm kidding.
I said unfortunately that's where his money's going to
go. Okay.
How old is Tyler? 30 years later?
Tyler will be 30 here in a few months. How's that make you feel? You almost got a 30.
Anyways, we're moving on. We're going to close the show out. We've had a busy week here at Three Beards Media. We had Billy and Willie's workshop on Tuesday. We had Side of the Storm Wednesday. Jake and Joe and JT went with chair shots earlier tonight, and now us. So we're gearing up. I think Old Man Strength will be back next week. If I can find a guest, I got to book a guest for that. So Billy's down in Branson right now performing for 3 days at Branson. So I'm sure we'll have some great stories from that.
Yeah.
And just a huge thank you to everybody. Like Father, Like Daughter is going to be back more on a more consistent basis. We're ready to go here. So with that, Caitlyn, you got anything to end before we end this?
Well, I want you to tell me what was your favorite thing in the trip.
I said this the other day. It was the fact when we went to Bay City yesterday.
Not Bay City. We went to Bay City.
I'm sorry. When we went to, not yesterday, it was the day before when we went to Traverse City and we went to Sleeping Bear Dunes. We woke up that morning and just had a destination. We didn't have any plan or whatever else. We saw the most beautiful beach and water that we'd ever seen, or that I had seen in a long time. We went to Traverse City and did some shopping, and the boys got to do what we got to do. And it was just a day where we started off not having a plan, and it was a great day.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would say that beach was probably my highlight. It was
So that's my
the super
favorite part
beautiful
is we-
Jordan beach.
is, you know, we've went on a trip before where everything was planned and it was awesome and it was great and we didn't have to think about anything or whatever else. But this has been fun too. Like
Yeah.
tomorrow we have a destination of a town we're going to go to. I have no idea what we're going to see.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun. So
Yeah, be a good time.
yeah, so that's been my favorite part.
Yeah,
So
me too.
all right. We are out of here. We appreciate everybody. Check out our sponsors, Revelton Distilling Company. You know, you can order, if you live in Michigan, you can order Revelton Distilling Company now. 42 different states. You can ship that Revelton stuff to you. So if you're listening from outside of Iowa, go to Revelton Distilling Company's website, go to the products page and hit order. And I heard a rumor that Beret Realty said they pay for all my parking for the year if they get a client and sell a house. So somebody help me pay for my client. Hey Jake, do you need a new house? Go call Green Beret and they'll take care of that grass parking lots cost for me at Iowa State. So all right, everybody, we are out of here. Thanks for listening and have a good night.
Like father, like daughter, we both know it's true. No one gets me quite like you. We clash, we bond, we love, we the right. But in the end, we're side by side. So cue the movie, pass the plate. No matter what, you're my best date. Through every tear, through all the laughter. Like father, like daughter, forever after.